everybody. We have one of the best people I even know in the life of me, Laura Osnes. She is the star of Broadway, and gosh, you were in Greece and South Pacific, Bandstand, which I got to see you and Corey Cott in on the third row. So great. What am I missing?
Cinderella.
Oh, Cinderella. Hello.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Yes, so many things. And then TV career as well. So thank you so much for being on Quarantini with us.
Thank you. I am so happy to be here, Andrea. It's so good to see your face. You look so beautiful.
What are you drinking?
This is a lime margarita.
So is mine.
Oh my gosh, really?
So
we're margarita twins.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's so funny because when I thought of you, I was like, well, every time we've been together, we always seem to go eat Mexican food. And so I was like, well, if it's Laura, I've got to have a margarita. It's sort of tradition.
I'm so glad you thought that.
Your drink looks a little more legit than mine. Tell Nate I need him over here.
He put in some kind of like cayenne pepper and like Cajun seasoning mixed in with this.
That sounds like he likes a little spice, doesn't he?
He remember that. Really spicy, but I can't handle it really spicy. So
he likes mezcal too, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's a flash of mezcal. How did you remember that?
So we've gone to a couple bars in our day, haven't we?
Yes, indeed.
Ready for that again, actually.
This is my husband, Nathan, who did a show at the Art Center, South Pacific, way back when, which is how we got connected.
This is how we met. You were poised on the verge of your explosion of a career, and you had just won the Grease, You're the One That I Want contest on TV.
Right.
And you and I were sitting there, I said, gosh, you look so familiar. And then I think right about that time, Nate came along and said, did you see her on TV? And I was like, oh, maybe. Yeah, what? And he said, you were in that. And I said, oh my God, you're the one we voted for. It was just so surreal.
Oh,
and then we hung out that entire show, played board games, were constantly together and became amazing friends. I'm so proud to say. And then watched you just your career go crazy.
I went on to book South Pacific at Lincoln Center right after that. Nate did it at the Art Center before me, and then just months later, I took over the role from Kelly O'Hara as Nellie on Broadway.
Yes, exactly.
Foreshadowing. It was very
That's
cool.
incredible. I love that. So you're in Connecticut right now.
Yeah,
you guys have a lake house, right?
Yeah, we got a house here like 2 years ago, and we have never been more grateful to have this place outside the city that it feels very just kind of removed and safe and isolated. And we've been here most of the quarantine.
But you've traveled some too, because I know you've had some gigs in all of this craziness. You've had gigs.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to book a Hallmark movie that shot in Connecticut. I was already in Connecticut and literally shot in July. And so that was an amazing experience. I was shocked to get the phone call. And again, so very grateful. The whole cast had to have proof of a negative COVID test before arriving, and we all quarantined together. The movie took place at an inn, and we all actually stayed at the inn and shot there, and we weren't allowed to come and go, and we miraculously survived 4 weeks without a single case and made a whole movie.
That's incredible.
You know, we're super excited. It's going to come out this Christmas, and we're in the process now of like approving photos and, you know, doing, I know like editing is in process. I'm excited to see little snippets.
That's so fun. And you've already been in a Hallmark movie. You were in The Key of Love in 2019, right?
Yes, and I did a Christmas one last year called A Homecoming for the Holidays. So
that's
this
right.
is my third. Yeah.
You are the darling of Hallmark now, Laura.
I will take it. Between Broadway shows and concert gigs, like it's a beautiful thing to get to be a part of. And I actually haven't had very much TV film experience, so it's been a really safe, wonderful learning environment.
Well, you're gaining the experience fast, because Whitaker and I were watching Fosse Verdon, and we were like, there's Laura, because there you were, a Shirley MacLaine in a red wig. And it was so exciting to see you.
I just have one moment as Shirley MacLaine. I have 2 lines in the pilot episode, page 3 of the pilot episode, and then I never appear again. They talk about Shirley, so I get mentioned.
Yeah, I thought about you a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was really cool. I'm in a scene with Michelle Williams and Sam Rockwell. Like Sam Rockwell's hugging me right now. This is nuts.
Both of them were so good in that.
So good.
That's one I really could go back and watch, you know.
I feel the same way.
So I want to hear more about all the cool stuff you're doing, but you have 3 video callers
Ooh.
Yes, so you have questions. Get ready. This is a perfect lead in talking about your film and TV career because your friend slash tap dancing collaborator and our lead in American in Paris, Chris Rice Thompson, has a question for you. Take it away, Chris.
Hey Laura, my question is, what is the most surprising thing you learned while filming a movie?
Chris, hello. Okay, great question. I think the most surprising thing for me and the biggest kind of thing I had to get used to was the fact that there is no rehearsal. And in theater, we get a whole month where we get to talk about backstory and figure out what works and what doesn't. And in TV film, it's like you arrive and you've memorized your lines on your own, and your rehearsal is basically to know exactly where you stand. You get your X on the floor, and that's what it's for. And then literally the second time you're ever saying the lines out loud, the camera's rolling.
Wow, that's fascinating to hear about the differences in the two.
Yeah.
I had not really thought about that, but
You
that's
kind of only really memorize the lines you need to know for that day. And then short-term memory, they go out the window so you can download the ones for the next day.
I like that a lot better, really. I don't know how you did like Bandstand or Cinderella, and you're carrying the show in these. I mean, you're in every scene, basically.
Yeah.
You're
the
so
thing
good.
about that is that you get rehearsal. You get that time to like build up the stamina and, develop the show together with your incredible cast. And
Right.
I miss it. I really
know
do.
you do. I know. We're all missing live theater so bad right now. So here's our next question, Laura. This is from the adorable Cassie Maurer, who was a Broadway world blogger over the summer. She's also getting her BFA in musical theater at CMM. So here's her. I know, she's so talented. She's been on the Art Center stage a good bit. So we love our Cassie. Take it away, Cassie.
Hey, my name is Cassie Maurer. As a BFA musical theater student, I'd love to hear your advice to students like me who are preparing to enter an industry that's currently shut down.
That's a really tough question. I think my advice would be to start to establish a virtual presence for yourself. This is going to be an age of virtual concerts, of web series, podcasts, YouTube videos, and even social media, and being able to use those things as tools to help establish who you are and what you do. But especially now when we're not going to be in person, I think starting to create some sort of presence for yourself online is going to be advantageous for you.
That's a great piece of advice. And speaking of creating virtually, you guys did just that with a killer party. Tell us about that. That is the coolest project.
Thank you. So my friend Jason Howland, who was actually the music director for Bonnie and Clyde on Broadway, he's an amazing composer and producer. He called me up. If you look at the credits, I'm actually associate producer on this project.
Nice.
Because
wow.
He kind of bounced the whole thing off me, and I got to kind of be part of the creative process at the beginning. But Jason's a genius. He gathered all of his friends together, had this idea to write a murder mystery musical that would essentially revolve around a bunch of characters coming to a party that then someone actually dies at the party, and all of the characters have to be quarantined into various rooms of this mansion.
I love it.
And so we all shot respectively from our quarantine locations, and through the brilliance of editing, we're able to make a musical where it looks like, or at least feels like, we're all kind of in the same place. It's funny, it's silly, it's lighthearted, but also has really catchy tunes and all of your favorite Broadway performers. I get to be in it, Jeremy Jordan's in it, Drew Gayling, Jackie Burns, Carolee Carmelo, Alex Newell. It's really
star-studded.
Fun. Star-studded indeed. And
Good.
it download the whole thing for like $12, and all of us involved share in the profits. So it's actually, a lot of people are asking how they can support artists during this time, and you were doing that. We're supporting the Art Center, and that was part of Jason's vision, because at the beginning of quarantine we were all getting asked to do a lot of things for free, which is wonderful. We all want to help out in whatever way we can, but this is also our livelihood.
That's right. And this is a way we can support you guys. And gosh, fraction of a price of a Broadway ticket.
Of a Broadway ticket, absolutely.
$29 or whatever. Good. I can't wait. Did you do it? Are you the killer? Sweet little Laura?
You will have to find out who done it.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, here's your third and final video question. Okay, we have the star of Broadway's Newsies and your Bandstand co-star, Corey Cott.
Corey! Hi, Corey!
Corey!
Hello, Miss Laura Osnes. Your favorite leading man and co-star Corey Cott here. Hope you're well. I have a question for you. We had so many amazing moments during Bandstand, creating that piece over the course of 2-3 years. What would you say is your favorite moment out of all of those moments? Your absolute favorite?
Oh my gosh. Like so many things come to my mind right now. I think actually one of the things I remember most is Corey's audition. I was a part of the project before Corey was involved actually, and Andy, our director, talked to me and said, how would you feel about Corey Cott? And I'd been friends with Corey for a while and we had wanted to work on something together. And I just like, my heart just like lit up when I was like, yes, like this could be it. And basically we only saw Corey, like but he still had to come in and jump through all the hoops. And like, we did like I read with him, we got to do like 2 or 3 scenes together. He had to play the piano and sing 2 of the songs. I just got to be there as a friend, kind of supporting his audition. We like prayed together before we went in for the audition and just wanted it all to just go right and happen. And it did. And we were, it was just so special to get to do that show specifically that was so meaningful.
So meaningful and heartfelt, and it's so much more than that. Great music, which there's a ton of, but there's just a lot to the story too.
It was so meaningful, and you learned to play piano. I mean, he took piano for like 3 years or something growing up.
What?
And
he learned piano for the show?
Yes, he rehearsed like 3 hours a day for like 9 months. And Corey played live the piano with the band. And I remember just getting chills. I mean, I got to sing with a live jazz band on stage.
I know. It was
all of those
beautiful
guys.
Musicians and actors. They were musicians and actors, which was so incredible to watch. Thank you for that question, Corey.
Yay, Corey.
Yay. So I do want to ask you this. So this is going to could be a tough question. What's the favorite role you've ever played on Broadway of all those roles?
Oh my gosh. You know, I feel like whenever people ask me that, it's like choosing your favorite child. Like they all have a very special place in my heart for very different reasons. Part of me thinks if I had to choose one, I mean, Cinderella was kind of iconic, I feel like in my career. And I feel like I will never live that down. I will always be known as Cinderella. And that's not a bad thing. That's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And I'm super grateful for that. What was cool about Bandstand is that it's not a book or a movie or anything. It was a completely original musical. Everyone has an expectation as to who Cinderella is or what she could be. And even who Bonnie Parker is. Everyone's seen the movie, and there was something cool about playing a real human in actual history and being able to do the research about who this woman actually was. But with Julia, there was no preconceived notion, and I got to create her. And so that was really special.
What a special thing. That's incredible. Well, you did such a gorgeous job. So one thing you've created, which is so cool, is brainchild of yours, really, and Ben, your musical director. Tell us about Broadway Princess Parties and how that came to be.
Yes, I co-created with my friend Ben Rauhala. It was originally his idea. He's an amazing music director and pianist, and he approached me about wanting to do a princess concert and sing all these beloved Disney princess songs. And because I had just come off of playing Cinderella on Broadway, he said, maybe you could like host it and you could invite all of your girlfriends to this like party and sing songs. And we thought, what a great concert idea. Let's do it. And it started as a one-night thing, and it went so well. And we were so surprised. What we found is that instead of, you know, competing against each other, all of these women who were so incredibly talented, that we were instead inspired by each other and uplifted, and seeing all of these strong women, you know, knock it out of the park on their individual songs and moments, and each so unique and so special. And we ended up returning to 54 Below for like 12 more sold out concerts in the coming couple years. And we've been touring the country with Susan Egan, who is the original Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and also Courtney Reed, who is the original Jasmine in Aladdin on Broadway. You know, really wide demographic of people that connect to these characters, these stories, and these songs.
That's brilliant, Laura. And it kind of goes back to what Cassie asked you, is you create sometimes your own path. And that's what you really did with this. And you've got a streaming project ahead with Broadway Princess Parties, right?
Yes, we do. We have partnered with Airbnb to offer 2 virtual live concerts, September 26th and 27th. The whole Princess Posse, our cast, is going to reunite and quarantine in Nashville for 2 weeks to be able to do this concert together.
Great.
And we are so excited. We had over 20 concert dates that were canceled this year because of COVID. And if you were in one of those cities, or if you've always wanted to see a Broadway Princess Party, now is your chance. We are so excited about it.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see the stream. That's so fun, because I am one of those people who has always wanted to see a Broadway Princess Party and have not. Speaking of princesses, we're going to play a little trivia game. Are you ready? See how well you know your princess trivia.
I hope I know these. I'm nervous now.
It's the fun part, because we'll see. Okay, I'm going to give you, let's say, 15 seconds per question. That's how
I'm behind. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
This is easy, and I know you want this role at some point in your life. What country is Belle from?
France.
Yes, good. Ding, ding, ding. Oh,
Bonjour.
Great question. It'd be too easy for you, all of it. Ready? Who is not an actual princess by birth or marriage, but is part of the Disney princess franchise?
I want to say Esmeralda, but maybe she's not considered.
Good answer. It's not correct, but it's good.
Is it Belle? Oh wait, by marriage. No, she marries a prince. Oh no, I failed.
Oh no, that was a tough one. It got tough fast. Mulan.
Oh.
She's not a princess, but she fits the princess mythology, goes on an adventure, has a magical sidekick, overcomes evil, and performs an act of heroism, thus a Disney princess.
Genius. I should have known that one.
It's a tough one. All right. What is the name of Moana's pet rooster?
Man, if there was multiple choice, I would get it.
Okay, I'll tell you multiple choice. I'm going to make it
so kind.
Switch. Okay. Lulu, Mimi, or Hey Hey?
Hey! Yes! I'm like, I know it. Like it's on the tip of my tongue. Very good.
Awesome. You got it.
Okay.
In the Tangled movie, who voices Rapunzel?
Mandy Moore. I know
Very
that.
Good. Yay. Oh, you got that in record time. Fun fact, you probably already know this, Reese Witherspoon and Kristen Chenoweth were also offered that gig.
Really?
I know, isn't that fun?
I didn't know they were offered it. I auditioned for it, actually, and I auditioned right before Donna Murphy, who got the voice of Mother Gothel.
What's that put you in Rapunzel?
That would have been fun.
Splash Mountain, an attraction at both Disneyland and Disney World, will soon be completely redesigned around which princess story?
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Part of me thinks it would be either, wait, I'm just saying this out loud, but it would either be Moana because she's water-based, or Frozen is so popular. I could imagine some sort of log flume on ice.
That's a good, sorry, okay, it's Princess Tiana.
I did not know that.
Back up.
Really cool. I'm so glad they're doing that. A Princess and the Frog down the river.
Cool? Yes, love that.
You are stumping me on some of these. I love it.
I bet you'll get this one. Okay, ready? Who is the only princess with a visible tattoo?
Pocahontas.
Good girl.
She's got the arm.
Right on the arm.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you have this song in your repertoire, so there's a little clue. Who is the only princess to have a duet with a villain?
Oh.
But we don't know he's a villain, I don't think, when the song is sung, if that helps.
Oh, Princess Anna.
Yes.
All my life has been a series of doors in my face. Oh, right. That is a great question. I'm so glad you said he, because when you said villain, I pictured like a evil queen.
Like an evil queen, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that hint.
You're welcome. You've played that with a lot of leading men, haven't you?
I have. I've gotten to sing that song a bunch with Santino, who was my Prince in Cinderella, and he's the actual voice of Prince Hans in the movie.
I didn't know that. I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the actual voice of Prince Hans. in the movie.
Sorry,
He's in it, and so we've done it in concert a lot. It's been
Oh,
so
how great.
He actually booked the role when we were doing Cinderella together, and he played me a demo of the song as we like looked at sheet music of it, like when he first got the
Wow.
music for it.
Well, thank you, sweet girl. We can't say thank you enough. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you again for having me.
I'm so excited that you're still just staying so busy and putting art into the world like you do best.
Thank you. I love you so. I miss
Love
you
you, darling.
Stay
Love you.
safe. And cheers.
Cheers. Hey. Woo.